I've been thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about Tyrese.
Why? Clarice?
Yeah, but I'm
Don't
just
do my
thinking
boy.
about like his music, right?
Okay.
And I was trying to think about who would be a comparable person to Tyrese. And so I'm kind of was like, I think I was going back too far because I was like, maybe thinking about like Ralph Tresvant.
No, that's a different generation.
Yeah. Then I was like, well, maybe Joe, maybe?
I can only name like maybe 3 Joe songs, and that would be me really struggling. So I don't think Joe would be comparable.
Like, I mean, Tank ain't nobody, really.
Tank ain't shit.
So I guess you would have to kind of go like Tyrese Genuine.
I feel like
maybe?
Genuine would be a good compatibility person for him. But even then, I feel like Genuine did more. He did more sexual songs, whether he meant for them to be just overly sexual or not. And Tyrese was more of a crooner. He did a couple of nasty songs.
Yeah, I mean, he had a few.
But I feel like if we were to compare anybody, it would be Tyrese and Genuine. I do.
How you feel about Genuine, though?
I love Genuine. I love Elgin. I do.
I forgot that was his name.
But I mean, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's probably busting some tables somewhere in Fort Worth. But I genuinely love Genuine. His music in them jeans, so anxious, nigga. I was in like middle school, high school singing So Anxious. I ain't have no business doing that.
No,
but Genuine's album, The Bachelor, was like one of the first. I feel like his what is it? Their freshman album or whatever, their debut album. One of the best debut albums I've ever heard was Genuine's The Bachelor. You got to give it to him. He had one of the best first albums.
I ain't gonna lie.
His first album is probably, if I think of any artist's first albums, is in my top 7. I feel like it's maybe top 5, but it's definitely in top 7.
So you would put Genuine over Tyrese?
I didn't say that. Definitely did not say that. No, I feel like Black Tie is gonna have my vote.
Nah, don't nobody call him that.
I call him that.
Nobody.
I feel like Tyrese is, if he just stopped talking outside of singing, he's all right.
He just want to let y'all know that he hungry.
He hungry?
I mean, that's his signature key phrase, I think, from the movies. He always.
I don't watch those movies.
He said it to Baby Boy too.
I don't. Gotta eat good. I think I've only watched Baby Boy in its entirety one time. I don't care if you want to take my black card. I don't remember. All I know is fuck your Ford, nigga. That's all I know. Other than that, Baby Boy is full of just. Once you've been to therapy, Baby Boy is hard to watch. I'm sorry, it is.
I mean,
so I don't. I'm sorry. I can't participate in that piece of niggerdom. I can't.
So. I mean,
what is it? What is it? Is it not? Prove me wrong.
I can't prove you wrong.
There you go. Next.
I ain't got nothing for you. So tell them about P Valley though.
Man, down in the valley where the girls get naked. So we finally watched P Valley. We watched the first episode a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were like, it's all right.
I ain't gonna lie, I gave up on it real quick.
Yeah, you did. And so I'm like, well, fuck it, I ain't gonna watch it. But apparently everybody loves Uncle Clifford. And so we decided to give it another go, and we watched the entire season in one day. I love Lil Murder. I love Lil Nigga. I love him.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
He's so genuine. He love him some Uncle Clifford. I mean, now I see why everybody was all on Facebook talking about, I'm finna go put on some heels and say the paint. I didn't know what the appeal was, but now I'm like, well, shit, I'm glad, because nigga, I was supposed to try to get my little kitten heels, because I don't do heels no more, and I was gonna try to do some strange for some change so the paint can be saved. But so
let me ask you something. Since we talking about the paint,
okay,
how do you feel about everybody crooked letter?
You know,
hold on, you didn't let me finish.
I'm sorry. Oh,
how you feel about her and Gidget not wanting to put up that money to get Mercedes out of jail?
Nigga, look, they was here for the 2K, but when they said over 5K, and they were like, oh hell no, that would have been me. That they are me and I am them. I they the intention was there.
I
But at the
mean,
same
wait.
time, I'm like, well, how much are y'all making? Because y'all seem to be getting dollars thrown at y'all, but I guess some dollars don't add up as much as we think they do.
Yeah, I
You would
guess.
think they'd have it.
I mean, because they come in so fast, you probably be like, well, I can blow these because I know they coming back.
Maybe. So you ain't really got nothing in reserve. But Mercedes told them they'd stack their money.
If you ain't seen it yet, and we spoiling this for you, we are sorry.
Spoiler alert.
But it's too late because you done
You shoulda
already heard
watched it.
You should have
All
watched
the
it. That's what they
episodes
tell
are
us.
available.
You should have watched it
When all
already.
y'all niggas was ruining power for me, I'm like, dang, it's 12:01, and y'all done already put. Oh, we know who shot Ghost. Nigga, can I wake up and watch it?
Nah,
Y'all ruin everything. We can't never have nice things.
that's how you know people ain't your friends.
Right.
Everybody ain't your friends. Everybody ain't your partner.
Okay, Hater 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are some shitty friends out there.
I feel like is that something that's on your heart?
We know what, we may as well go on and talk about it.
We might as well.
I mean,
we in the dough.
Friends, my definition of friends has kind of changed from when I was younger versus now. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but well, I mean, when you're younger, your friends are who you see all the time. It's about seeing them and talking to them all the time.
Yeah.
But as I get older, there's different categories of friends. It's not just these are my friends and this is my best friend. Because there are some people that I talk to way more than I probably talk to my best friend. That doesn't mean she's not my best friend.
Okay.
And bet not nobody mess with her. But yeah, I think friends just everyone's definition of friends kind of evolves as they get older.
So how many different categories of friends you got? Let's be real.
Okay, we're gonna get real. Okay. Well, back in my single days, I had my traveling friends. I have my friends that I want to go turn up with, go to the club. I'd have my now I have my business friends because I have a small business. So I have my business friends and some that I look to as mentors. I have, you have your work friends, your colleagues. You have your childhood friends. You have your bullshitting friends.
Hey, that's what I got. I got a bunch of bullshitting friends.
Yeah, you do.
Because we be bullshitting.
Yeah, I mean, that is a definition. So no, I think there are different categories, and I feel like you have different friends for different reasons. Not, I have my, if I want to go catch a cute little brunch, I have those friends that I can call on. It just depends.
Okay. I don't know. See, I just feel like women's friendships are way different than dudes.
I would concur.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like either I like you or I fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I may like you
or I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
And won't.
I speak and that's it.
Yeah.
But either I fuck with you and then we hang out and we go do shit, or I like you and I throw the deuce when I see you and we may chop it up for a few minutes.
So friends and associates is what you saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got niggas I fuck with and I got niggas.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, but women, we have so many different sides.
It's so complicated.
We can't ever make anything just simple. Yeah, I have. Oh, and then you're not really on social media like that, but I have my true Facebook friends. Not just that they're a number on my friends list, but I have some friends that I'm like, yo, I fuck with them the long way, and we've never even really met. But shout out to my Facebook friends. Y'all know who y'all are. What's understood ain't got to be explained. But yeah, I think it's just, and then also some friends it's not that you don't fuck with them, but you fuck with them for a season, for a reason. And you'll always have that love for them, but it's kind of the love from afar type of thing.
So how do you feel about them friends that take advantage of your friendship?
The shitty friends?
The shitty ones, yeah.
I feel like everybody is capable of being a shitty friend to someone. I do. I know for a fact, and this is me being real, I know I'm probably an awesome friend to some people and I'm a shitty friend to others. And I'm not saying that's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that I recognize it. Thank you, therapy. I'm saying I recognize that. And if there were people the people that I am a shitty friend to, I mean well, but I just can't get right. I wouldn't, if they wanted to cut me off or just be like, I'm gonna hand her with a long handle spoon, I would not be mad at that. I would deserve it and I would respect that. Because I've done that to some people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just really depends.
So, what makes a shitty friend?
Man, look. So to me, a definition of a shitty friend is someone that is just not there when you absolutely need them. Because I feel like we're all adults. We all have things going on, especially with the Rona, and everyone has family issues, personal issues. You may be dealing with baby mama issues, you may be dealing with health issues. So it's okay if you don't talk to your close group of friends every single day.
Yeah.
But when it comes time where, shit hits the fan, somebody passed away, or you're going through something, especially if you're reaching out
Yeah.
and that person doesn't at least try to make the time for you or at least check in on you every now and then. Because that's one thing that I was terrible at. I was always known for being the one that, Jessica will disappear for weeks, months. I'll just get in, go to my little, what is it, like Groundhog Day, just go through the day, go through the motions.
The wheel.
So what I'm learning is, especially with Corona and everybody dying and all this shit going on in the world, is I try to at least check in on my friends to make sure they're okay.
I think that's something that I think I get that from my daddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he used to tell me, well, whenever you wake up or if somebody's been on your mind heavy, it is your duty, it's your responsibility to check in on them.
Because it's for a reason.
Yeah. So I've kind of taken that to heart. Like, I mean, there's people that, we played football together maybe 3-4 years ago and we haven't seen each other. But I'll reach out and be like, randomly, be like, yo, I wonder if this dude's number still working. I'll be like, hey, man, your boy's just thinking about you. Just want to make sure you good, make sure everybody's straight. And then for some people, man, it's the greatest thing ever because they be like, hey, man, I've been dying to hear from you. Or, hey, man, appreciate it. I really need
you
somebody.
Were on my mind.
Yeah. So, I don't know, because I know me personally, like, I know how good it would make me feel to randomly, somebody.
Oh, my God, it's the best feeling.
You may not even think that y'all was cool like that.
Or that you would even still be on their mind after so long. Yeah, that's the best feeling when it's just like, hey, I have one friend. If she's listening to this and she knows who she is, we don't talk all the time, but she'll just text me and be like, hey, you good? How are you feeling? I'm just like, there are times where I'll be like, oh my God, girl, I'm good. How are you? And there'll be other times I'm like, girl, I really just wanted to slip my wrist a few minutes ago. So thank you for checking up on me and letting me know that somebody does give a fuck about me. But it's a good feeling. So and just like you said, the older I get, the more I'm like, you know what? This person has been on my mind. It's for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm big on energies and the universe speaking to me and me also speaking, you can achieve it. And so when a certain person's on my mind, I feel like I almost feel obligated to at least just check in on them, because you never know, that one little check-in can mean a world of difference for them.
So you saying check in on your people?
Check in on your friends.
Don't be shitty. Check in on your people.
In 2020, you have Facebook, you have your Twitter, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your TikToks, your text messages, your FaceTimes. Just even if it's just a quick, hey, I was just thinking about you. You good? Or just calling them and leaving them a voicemail and just letting them know. So it's not on some, you necessarily have to hit me back, but hey, I just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. Yeah. And, also one thing I'm really big on is giving my friends their flowers while they're living. I used to always hear my mama and grandma say that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't even like flowers. Bitch, I got allergies. But I always try to make it a point now to tell my friends, yo, I'm proud of you. Or, oh my God, you're doing so well. But I am also that friend that will tell them, girl, you are fucking up. And that's another thing. You have to be real with your friends. Don't just let them sit out here and just piddle their life away. Or if they ask you for advice, be honest with them. Because at the end of the day, if they really fuck with you and they're your friends, they're going to tell you what's good for you.
Will they though?
You should.
Will they though?
You should, unless you have those jealous friends.
But will they though?
Mine will. Mine will tell me I'm fucking up.
So how can you spot a jealous friend though, or somebody that's with you but ain't with you?
If you have a particular type of success and something that's noticeable, I'll just use an example. I'm gonna put myself out there because I'm grown. I don't give a fuck.
Put yourself in the street then.
I recently lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
I have some friends that are like, "Oh my God, you look so good." Y'all, I've lost like over 80 pounds. So it's not like a little 20 pound, 10 pound, oh, I
I mean,
just toned up a
20
little
pounds
bit.
is a lot.
It is a lot. For some people, it's a lot. So I'm not discrediting those that have lost 20 pounds. You go. But I'm saying when you're comparing it to like 80 pounds lost, and I
Yeah.
have some people that have not made one comment. I'm not saying you have to say I look good. I'm not saying you have to say I'm fine or whatever. But to not even make a comment like, whoa, you lost some weight. But there are other people who I don't even really know like that, who I feel like will support me to the ends of this earth, no matter what I do. And it's just if you have that friend that when you have a noticeable success or achievement, and they're not at least campaigning for you, or at
Yeah.
least giving you a hey, good job, chief, or something. But at the same time, when they have a success, they want you to give them that
They
acknowledgement.
want you to be front row and center.
But also, what a lot of people don't understand is you don't always have to be jealous of what your friends have. You can use that as motivation, or be like, y'all, man, I'm proud of them, man. I wish I could get there too. I hope I can get to where they are. It doesn't have to be on some jealousy type shit.
But why do you feel like for some people that it's easier to go to be jealous and envious of them instead of picking yourself up and striving to get something for yourself?
I feel like that has to do with their own insecurities and realizing that, man, if I really put in the same amount of effort, I could probably be there too. Or, man, I could do that better. Well, then do it. You know what I mean? I have friends that, I have my little side hustles or whatever. I do my shirts and stuff. I have friends that make shirts. I have friends that do the same stuff I do or did, and I will still support them.
Yeah.
It's enough money for all of us. I'm not jealous of any of my friends. I want us all to eat. I want us all to make it. If one of my friends skyrockets and gets to Oprah level, you know what, girl, I am proud of you. Give me $20. But no,
you don't want the 40?
I mean, no, I gotta start small. But it's just you can't really be a friend of theirs if you're jealous. You can be slightly envious and be like, man, I wish I had something like that, and use that as motivation to get to where you want to be. But jealousy ain't gonna get you nowhere. Don't sabotage your friends either.
So Holly, wait a minute. What do you mean sabotage? You mean you people be sabotaging you?
People be blocking other people's bags, and as soon as they get up, they want to talk bad about them, or they want to not fuck with them, or they want to start some rumors.
But what make them people want to be around you if they don't never have nothing good to say? Then what make them be around you like that?
No, I don't know. It could be a few reasons. They probably don't have no one else that want to fool with them like that. So you're the only person that'll tolerate them. Maybe they just want to ride your coattails and take advantage of you. You just got to watch out for people like that. But also in that same token, don't be afraid to cut people off who were once friends. You can outgrow friends. There's nothing wrong with it.
Can you?
A lot of people think that that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. At some point, you can kind of outgrow them. You can still be friends.
Yeah.
But they always say birds of a feather flock together, and I say niggas gonna nig. Niggas of a feather shuck and jive together. So if you're planning to get to level 9, but your friends are fine at being at level 3, you can be at level 3. It doesn't matter. These are just numbers. But if your friend is fine at being at a level 3 and don't want to get to level 9, that is okay. But you can't get to level 9 hanging with a bunch of level 3 niggas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
So it's not that you don't respect that person, you just kind of outgrown them. So maybe whenever you go back in town or whenever you do link up, it's all good, but you really have this other group of level 9s that are level 10s even that you're trying to aspire to, that you kind of focus more of your attention on because that's what your everyday is going to look like. Am I making sense?
No, you make perfect sense.
So yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing of outgrowing friends, especially if you're from a small town. And then you move away. Yeah. And there is a such thing as small town mentality. I'm sorry. I said what I said. There's nothing wrong with it. No, if you're happy, if you're, again, protect your peace,
you like
your
what
mental
you
health,
like.
if you like what you like. But if you like being in a small town and having that small community, small town mentality, and I'm sitting up here, I'm trying to go to one of the biggest areas in the world or something like that. I'm trying to see the world and things like that. You're not going to always be on the same page. You're not going to, The small town person is always going to want to talk about small town stuff. The other person is always going to want to talk about the other type of stuff that they're dealing with. You're going to eventually run out of conversations, or all you're going to do is talk about the good old days. I mean, it is what it is.
So let me switch gears on you. If you realize that you are a bad friend, like, what is something you can do to try to figure it out? Like, do you want to salvage the friendship, or do you just want to be like, you know what, I've been shitty to him for so long, let me just step aside?
I think it just depends on the person and is that relationship really worth it to you to try to salvage it? So because there's a difference in trying to salvage the relationship and being the bigger person if something comes up, or just walking away. Sometimes you just have to walk away from friendships. I've had to walk away from some. And sometimes it's permanent, sometimes it's temporary.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing. But as far as, recognizing if you're a shitty friend, again, just kind of reach out. We all are going through shit.
Yeah, for sure.
I know I may not talk about it a lot, but I go through a lot of stuff. And it may not necessarily be something I want to talk to everybody about, or I just want to handle it. And I'm the type of person where I'll kind of retreat and I'll turn into a hobbit and I'll just kind of be to myself until I kind of work my way through it. But also respect your other friends' personal lives and their time.
Respect people's time.
That's another big thing. If you're single and your homegirl is married or in a serious relationship, you can't expect her to want to go out every Friday and Saturday night to a club and have girls' night and girls' trips all the time when she has a whole man at home, or he has a whole man at home, or whatever your preference is.
Yeah, whatever you like.
Because as soon as you get a man, you gonna want to be around them all day, and you ain't gonna want to have time for all the girl stuff. But at the same time, you also can't just completely neglect your friends, because, like they say, what if the relationship doesn't happen? Who are you gonna lean on? Yeah. You're gonna have to lean on your friends. So at least try to check in, have a cute little group chat, or just make sure everybody's okay. But it's also all right, because sometimes me and my best friend may go a couple of weeks without talking to each other, but best believe when we link up, it's like we never stop.
Right. I mean, now that you say that, because I look at it like there are some people that I've realized I've been super shitty to, and I've realized that I've been so shitty to him, I'm almost embarrassed to even approach him and be like, yo, you know what? It's my bad. I'm sorry. Like, I'm too embarrassed. I'm too guilty to see, because I realized too late how much of a shitty person and a shitty friend I was.
And to the extent.
Yeah, and then now that I know it, it's like, dog, I really want to talk to you.
Like,
no. It's my bad. But I think I fucked it up too bad.
But also, if they still reserve the right to, of course, they reserve the right to not fuck with you anymore. But they may be like, you know what? It's okay. I get it. I totally get it. I used to have a friend that flaked on me all the time. And then after a while, I was like, I get it, girl. It's okay. It is all right. And I let them know, hey, as long as you're good. And you know that if you need me, you just, hey, code red, and I will drop. And my friends know. They know we like being booed up. So we are very particular about any time that we spend apart from each other, and that's just how our relationship is. But I believe our true friends do know that, hey, true friends and family know that if shit hit the fan, they know that they can depend on us. And
I got you all day, 6 times on Sunday.
All day, every day. But if you call me after 9 o'clock, it better be an emergency, because I'm in the bed watching.
You better hope I'm not asleep.
You better hope I see my phone, because we both keep our phones on silent. But that's another story.
You better hope I see the light up.
But yeah, it's friendships can be so complicated when you're an adult, because like I said, again, we all have a bunch of stuff going on, and everybody's being pulled in 10, 15 different ways. And, you never know what the other person is going through. So you definitely want to be respectful of, what everyone else has going on. A lot of my friends have kids. I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that I may want to do will be last minute, to the point where I'm not thinking about a babysitter. I'm not thinking about this or that. So I may not invite you to that. A lot of my friends have kids and they have birthday parties, and I may or may not get invited. I totally understand that, because I don't have any kids to bring to the birthday party unless I bring godchildren. So little things like that, you don't want to jump the gun if you're not invited to certain events or certain things, because that
it may not be your scene.
It may not be your scene, or that person may be trying to be considerate and be like, well, we know that she usually likes to do this on Saturday mornings,
Yeah.
or this is last minute. I really don't want to interrupt her. So you don't want to jump to conclusions.
But I also think that's also part of actually knowing your friends too.
That is true. You have to know your friends. Definitely. Because again, I have friends that if I have a moment where I'm like, I want to go do some ratchet shit tonight, I want to go to the strip club, I know I can call or text this group of people.
Yeah.
I know if I want to go have a cute little brunch and go take a stroll downtown, I know I can call these people. If I want to go, every now and then I may want to be like, I want to go to a trampoline park. Let me call my friend and her kids and see if they want to go, and let's go to the zoo and do some shit like that. So it just depends. But at the same time, you also can't judge your friends' choices that they make and who they're with. If they decide to have 10, 15 kids, if they decide that they want to live with 10 different roommates, if they want to, have like 6 different boyfriends and a sugar daddy, you have to be careful with how they're living their life too. Because
so you saying don't be a listening ear and don't be a judgmental person when it comes to your friends.
Don't be a Judge Judy. You have to, because everyone's going to live their life the way they want to, because who wants someone else to tell them how they should live their life? Yeah, if someone came up to you and was like, hey, I don't think you should be doing this, you should be doing that.
Well, you better get the hell out of my damn face.
Exactly. So my thing is, I let my friends live their life. I try not to judge who they're dating. I said try, I'm a work in progress. I try not to judge who they're dating or who they choose to associate with, because at the end of the day, that's who they have to deal with. All I can be responsible for is me and what I say and what I do.
So if you don't agree with something that one of your friends is doing, how do you approach them? Especially if it's something like a sensitive topic.
I need an example.
So let's say that one of your homegirls keep getting back with a cat, that and everybody know that ain't no good for them because they already, talked them up. And so how do you kind of approach that situation, or a situation similar to that with poise and delicacy?
Well, poise and delicacy, a little too late for me with that. But this is how I take it. When it comes to like friends who are dating guys and I don't really see it for them, at the end of the day, I'm not screwing them. I'm not with them. I'm not going to know the whole story. I'm only going to know her story. And I know how women get when we vent, and we can take some of the most simple shit and just make it just the worst thing in the world. Sorry, ladies, we do. Not every one of us, but we do a lot.
Shit up all the time.
And so my thing is, if you want to call and vent, because we all need to vent sometimes, I'll sit here and let you vent. If you ask me for advice, I'll give you honest feedback and advice. Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure you're happy. But if you keep coming to me with wanting the same advice, and I'm giving you the same advice and you're not taking it, and you're still going to be with that person, I will politely let you know what, that's who you want to be with, that's fine. But every time you talk bad about that person to me, that's going to make me feel some type of way towards him. If you still going to mess with him, you can vent to me all day, because we all need to vent. But if my thing is, as long as he's not hurting you, as long as you're not hurt, then that's what you choose to deal with. When you're truly tired of something, you're gonna be tired of it. As long as I'm not being put in the middle of the situation, that's for you to deal with.
So, okay, I get what you're saying, but let me ask you, what I was going to say was, so what is technically the difference between somebody coming to vent to you versus, you know what I mean? Like, versus coming to you for advice? Because sometimes when people vent, they actually look for advice. So how do you kind of separate the two?
Well, my thing is, if they're just saying about, girl, let me tell you what this fool did today, or let me tell you about what happened, blah, blah, blah. And then you go on with your story and your video, like, and I just can't believe that shit is just so stupid, so stupid. But if you say, or end your statement with, what do you think I should do? Or how would you handle this? Or if it's a question posed to me, and you're seeking my advice, then that's when I take it as, okay, she wants my opinion.
Okay.
But a lot of times it's just, you just want to vent, or your friend wants to vent, and you're just like, girl, that's crazy. What? Girl, niggas ain't shit. And then you
Man,
keep it moving, because at the end of the day, y'all both know that she's still gonna be with that person.
right.
But so
right.
when it comes to, what do you think I should do, or how can I fix this, or that's you asking advice. If you're just calling and yelling and talking about how he ain't shit and she ain't shit and they ain't shit and we ain't shit, that's fine.
Together.
I listen to people vent, because sometimes you just need to get it all off your chest to someone else, and then you go on about your day.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What do you, what difference, or how do you decipher if someone is just venting or actually needs advice?
I don't know, because sometimes I feel like when a person come to you and they be venting out their frustrations about X, Y, and Z, sometimes they want you to really just step in and be like, okay, so what you saying is this, and what you should do is this. You know what I mean? Like,
But see, what I've learned is I'm not supposed to try to read nobody's mind. So if you want help, you need to use your words and tell me you want advice or help.
so you saying a good friend is gonna just come out and ask you, hey, I need you.
Mm-hmm. If they, for my friends that know me,
Yeah.
you got to come out and be explicit with it. Otherwise, I'm gonna take it as venting and go on about your day, because that's kind of how I operate. If I want your advice, I'm gonna be like, girl, what should I do? But I also, when I say, girl, what should I do? That's me talking to my therapist. So, but also another thing is when it comes to, and I meant to say this earlier, when it comes to speaking with your friends, also, because everyone has a lot of stuff going on, if you're the type of friend that every time you call your homegirl or your dude and you're venting and you're telling them everything that's going on about your life, but you really don't hear much about what's going on in theirs, you need to take stock and think about that. Don't always call your friends just to dump on them.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I'm getting to the point where I try to either feel my friends out when I'm talking to them, or be like, hey, can I talk to you about something, and kind of, or hey, you good? Check and make sure they're okay first before you just call and start ranting and raving and screaming
about everything that you need.
For all you know, they could be having a
The worst
way
day.
shittier day than you are. And here you are dumping all this information on them without even doing a little quick check to see if they're okay. Or on the flip side of that, they could be having a grand day.
Yeah.
And then here you go,
coming in like a tornado
with some BS that has nothing to do with them. And they may want to be like, oh, girl, I'm glad you called because I got this promotion. No, girl, let me tell you about Jimmy, old trifling ass. And then that kind of just ruins the moment. So definitely, I understand you want to kind of talk to your friends when you're having a bad day and things like that, but you also kind of need to check in to make sure, hey, are you okay? Are you even cool to even talk about this? Hey, can I dump something kind of heavy on you? It's
so you want to almost ask permission in that.
In a way, yes, you kind of want to, in a way, get that kind of consent, that okay, before you just jump into it. But also on the flip side of that, let's say if we're friends and you call me and you wanna vent or whatever.
Yeah.
I also need to be able to be like, hey, I totally get it, but today I just, my favorite phrase is, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with this today. I'm kind of spent. Yeah. I'm emotionally spent. I can't.
So what you're saying also with that, you got to make sure that you respect somebody's time.
Respect their time.
And I think that's one of the things that I struggle with when I was realized I was being a real shitty friend was, yo, I would tell people, hey, hell yeah, let's meet up over there at Jimmy Jack's. And then like 10 minutes after I'm supposed to be there, I'll be like, nah, I ain't coming.
Well, you ain't shit.
Or I'm ghost.
You ain't
like, damn, shit. Dog, you coming?
Look, if I don't share my ETA with you, then I ain't coming. Don't bank on me at all.
But I had to realize that, when I stopped being invited to shit, that it was probably because I was flaking on them niggas a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, but then you also have to be like, I mean,
I accepted that, and I was like, my okay, bad. Y'all, that
now
was
you got to really show up.
That was my fault. Hey, invite me over to Tom's house, and I'll be there with the chips,
with chips and the dip.
So I think part of realizing if you're a shitty friend, if you call it in and you monopolizing somebody's time all day, every day, and 3 times on the weekend.
Exactly.
But then when they call you and you
too busy.
You conveniently busy.
Yeah.
Then you have to take stock in that, and then you can't be upset the next time you call somebody and then they don't answer.
That is true. So yeah, definitely. Again, if you know that your friend is married with 6 kids in the house, You can't just call them at like 1:00 in the morning. Like, hey girl, what you doing? It better be a doggone emergency for you to call me after 9:00. It better be something going on. It better be some sirens going somewhere. Because I mean, it's just like to respect people's time, and I feel like my friends definitely know how to respect my time, especially with you because they know you don't play. So I don't play. Yeah, you don't play. But I don't
play.
either. So
you know who I think better than Tyrese?
who?
Anthony Hamilton.
You know.
Yeah. I said it. I went there.
I love Anthony Hamilton. I love his voice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pit them against each other though. I wouldn't pit them
Why
against
not?
each other. I can name more Tyrese songs than Anthony Hamilton, but again, that is me. How many? Name 5 Anthony Hamilton songs right off the bat. Go. And you can't say Charlene.
We ain't talking about me. We talking about Anthony Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
And how much
you
greater.
can't even name 3 Anthony Hamilton.
I can't name 3 Tyrese songs.
I can name at least 5 or 6.
Okay, so
I can name 5 or 6.
To be fair, I can barely name one song from one artist at any given time.
Yeah, we know. Oh, we know. We know. You can name more. How many Doja Cat songs do you know? Mm-hmm.
I know the title of one.
What, Moo?
Moo?
You know what?
And that's because that's my daughter's nickname. So
to be fair, it's really her. It's not,
it's not necessarily Doja Cat song.
Okay. Actually, I want us to talk about the slurricane that we tested out. So I don't know if any of you guys know of what's his real name, baby? Earl Stevens.
Earl Simmons.
It's not Earl Simmons.
It's 2 Earl Simmons.
No, it's not. It's Earl Stevens. E40 water. He has his slurricane drink. So okay with you. So we tried his, slurricane or whatever. And what flavor was it? It was a hurricane flavor.
Yeah.
It's red. I like that. Hey, it wasn't that great.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
You gotta mix it.
I don't fucks with it.
We mixed some Minute Maid fruit punch in there, and that made it taste slightly better.
I mean,
but I will say it's a no for me.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna date myself quite a bit. But this just tastes like some St. Ives malt liquor drink.
It does have a very malt liquor
some Mad Dog
flavor.
2020.
Yeah, it does. It's. I'd rather drink
with a fancy label and a bottle.
I mean, it looked fancy as shit.
Yeah, boy, they almost got that bright red to it.
But we didn't really care for it. It's about $20. I say go ahead and try it for yourself and see. It's $20. You know what?
I mean, $20.
But
there's a lot of other better shit you could buy for $20.
Man, yes. So I mean, there's other flavors, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good enough for us to try the other flavors.
I ain't messing with it.
But yeah, I just wanted to give a tidbit about that because on our Facebook page we started the video that
it was so bad I didn't want to talk about it again.
Yeah, we didn't want to talk about it again. But that does bring me to my next point. Definitely find us on Facebook under Jay and Hatah. Like and follow us.
Yeah,
you can also find us on Instagram at Jay and Hatah.
Yeah.
And you can email us if you have any questions, comments, or concerns at Jay and Hatah.
But where are we streaming at? Tell the people where we streaming at.
I didn't even finish the email.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. That's my fault.
You being a shitty co-host.
I'm sorry. I'm being a shitty co-host. That's my bad.
You can find us, if you want to email us, at jayandhatah@gmail.com. That's JAYEANDHATAH@gmail.com. And you were saying, Hatah?
Where we streaming at?
You can find us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on anywhere that podcasts are streaming. You can find our black asses there. Do you have any parting words for the people? Anything you want to talk about? Any last announcements?
Will Ferrell is better than Jack Black.
First of all, how could you not like Jack Black? I put that on my mama nigga no cap. Shout out to Amine. Will Ferrell is trash. I said what I said. Steve Carell is better. Will Ferrell could not even touch the hem of Jim Carrey's garment. And that is all I have to say.
Well, I guess with that.
Jim Carrey, living white legend. Is he not? Is Jim Carrey not a living white legend? Yeah. Say he ain't.
Yeah, he is. He all right.
He all right.
Nah, I love Jim Carrey.
Will Ferrell couldn't even put an application. He can put an application, but it'd be denied. It'd be denied over here.
If Will Ferrell can't put in one, Kevin Hart can't put in one. And with that,
Kevin Hart is not white, so he can't be a living white legend.
But he ain't gonna be a legend of no type. So
Hatah.
with that,
Mm-hmm.
when we coming back?
We'll be back next week. Next Thursday, probably.
Oh, okay.
Lord say the same, like my mama say.
Treat him like Jimmy.
No.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thanks for listening, guys. Till next time.
Yeah.